So hi everybody, I'm Despa. You're watching be83. This is Meet the Artist Live, and today I'm here with my brother, Don Menna.
Yes.
Stay Fresh family.
Yes, yes.
What's happening, bro?
Nothing, man. Just sorting out music, man.
How's that going?
Good. I'm just working on a new project and I ain't even got a title for it yet, but just building up on tracks. I've got like 20, looking to do like another 20. Then I'll start deciding and picking track listings and that.
It seems like you're always working on something new, man. Like,
Yeah.
I know you to be a guy that's always working on music. Like, some people, they're like, yeah, man, I'm doing stuff, and they're not really doing anything, but like, you're always working on music, putting together projects.
Yeah.
What was your last project that came out?
Come out on my birthday, October the 18th, Process of Fear, the EP. That was the last one I did so far. It's supposed to build up for MSOM, but I'm gonna delay MSOM. I think I'm not ready to put that music out yet because it's more, I go more deep into my life, and I don't think it's that time yet to drop that kind of music. I think I need to build up myself more as an artist, do more visual work, more music as well, jump on remixes, whatever, like, just get my name out there more, because I don't want that project to come out and it's overlooked, like, nah, no way.
What is something, because I know MSOM is like, that stands for Menacing State of Mind.
Yeah.
And that's been something I know, you know, we've been talking about for what, 3 years?
2-3 years.
And what is it about that project that it's like, that's so close to kind of, you know, so close to your heart that you don't want to put it out? And
it's like, how could I put it in? I would say more or less, it's like my personal diary then, because I'm gonna show the people like parts of my life you probably no one knows. You get me? More in-depth talk about my dad, because I know people probably heard from the storyteller where I mentioned my dad, him not being there. But obviously there's been times he has been there, so it's just more story, like more about me basically. But I just don't want to rush it and put it out yet.
yeah.
Because I like to what's the word? Could I say, like, perfectionist? Like, every tune I make has to be perfect. Like, even if there's something wrong, I'll go back over the tune, change that back, you know, ad lib if it sounds anything. So I'm just gonna cool that down for a bit, put that to the side, and just have fun with the music. Like, put out more music, man, because I got a lot. I can't even tell you how much tunes I've made, like, in the folder.
Because I know I've got music from, I've got music from like 2010, I think, that like was great music, and it only just came out recently. Like, I think a few pieces may have ended up on Process of Fear, or the project came out before that. Now, 'cause I know, like, you really, you know, take your time with your music and make sure it's right. And it's a good thing to have, man. To take, you know, really take pride in your artistry, man.
I think I get it from, because I draw as well. I think I use some of the elements from my drawing and put it into my music. Like, I don't need to rush. Like, when I draw, I don't rush. Always take my time. Erase mistakes, you know, like, go over it, evaluate, make sure it looks perfect. And I try to do the same with the music.
Yeah. That's like, I've never thought about it that way, you know, actually.
Yeah.
Because when you are drawing, it is kind of like a, nah, that's not, yeah. You see, okay, that's a real good way to look at it, man. I never actually thought about that. It's something that you would do. So the Process of Fear, I know that was like F.E.A.R, like, in terms of what did the Process of Fear stand for? What's the meaning behind the title?
Forgetting everything about reality. And it's a sense where sometimes I just get a feeling where I wake up sometimes and I just look at life, and sometimes I feel like what's out there, like, I can't even explain it. It's mad. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, say? Like life, but not like the reality, like a different world, like a different zone, like where it's just you and your thoughts, and you expressing yourself, and just looking at your life. It's mad.
So do you think
mad meaning? So,
well, do you think that's how you kind of like take a look at the music in terms of forgetting everything about reality and then going into a zone of kind of
my
like,
mind state.
yeah.
Like I like to show the viewers, like when it comes to projects, I like to put them in my mind frame, like put you in my zone. Like, how can I explain? You see, like grime, like people wouldn't say I do the usual grime you would hear. Like when you hear me do a 140 type of tune, it's more mellow, more samples in the background. Just to like make you zone out. Like that's what I like to do. My accomplishment is for my tunes, I want people to just zone out and just zone with my voice, the sounds in the background, everything. Example, Exorcist.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example then, Exorcist. With all the samples and that and the mellow sounds. And it's still got that vibe where you can still go in with that grime feel.
I always feel like when I listen to your music, and you know, it's not even because we're Stay Fresh or anything. I want to tell you, like, I really like your music. So I always feel like I'm on a wave. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I can feel like I listen to the music. The soundscape is like whoa, and like the way you deliver your lyrics is like really cool. And you say a lot of stuff in there as well.
Yeah.
So I think, do you think like, coming from a team of so many MCs and so many kind of like big MCs, do you ever feel slightly overlooked?
Yeah, I do honestly, but at the same time, I love that feeling because I feel if I never had that feeling of being overlooked and underrated, I wouldn't have the drive. I don't think I have the same drive that I have when I have that feeling. So, in a sense, I'm glad because it just pushes me harder. Because when I get to that point where it's like, man, rate me now, and it ain't that moment where it's, Menna's underrated or overlooked and that, it's going to feel more like a better accomplishment for me in the end. Because I know what Menna's saying. Because there's been times where man have said, I spoke to like certain fans on like Facebook and that, and man will say, yo, you're shit, man. You're probably one of the shittest in fucking Stay Fresh. And then flipping, when I send man my project now, Mental State, he listened to Mental State, he came back and he said, nah, you ain't shit still, you're on a different level.
Yeah.
But it's down to me really, I think personally, I need to put out more visuals. The more visuals I put out and the more music, the more I'll be heard. I can't, because mostly I just put out tunes. And sometimes just putting out tunes, that's not, I've got to do more. Yeah,
we're in like a different time now. It's if you're not putting out visuals, I guess that music is gonna get overlooked because everybody's like, where's the visual? They're just looking for that video. Yeah. It's kind of like Lloyd Banks, man. Like Lloyd Banks puts out a lot of great projects, but then he never really makes any videos. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
A lot of things get lost in just everything. If you're not on YouTube, you don't got a video out on YouTube. It's kind of like you're not even there, really. No matter how good music you can put out. I'm going to take it to some questions. We've got a few people locked in. So big up, out the box _media is asking, what is your opinion on grime as a genre, and do you think the scene is connected? ?
Connected. How would you say connected though? Like,
I guess he might be asking, do you think it's connected in terms of like artists connecting, or the industry? Is it like connected? Are people connected with each other? Is it more kind of like, spaced out, I guess?
I would say it's connected. Really, because like when man go one extra and that, like you see most of the artists there, like together, and they all know each other. So I don't see it as it's a disconnection or nothing. Seems like people are well connected in the grime still.
you think it's more like? 'Cause I know back in the day, a few years ago, it wasn't like it was now. Do you think it's like, you know, YouTube and Twitter and these kind of things? You think it's like brought people closer together?
I think it has. Yeah, definitely brought people closer, even for myself. Like, I think if I never had Twitter, certain artists that I talked to on there, I probably would have never spoke to them. So, in a way, it's good because you're networking, obviously, and that's the main goal you want on there, really, to network and meet new people. So, yeah,
I mean,
man.
Is that where you find a lot of music? Because I'm always like, see, when I listen to some of your music, bruv, I'm always like, where did he find this beat? Like, where did he, like
You know what I do?
Like a lot of stuff, like, I've never even heard of maybe this producer, the sound or whatever. Like, how do you go about that thing, the process there?
I'll just go on YouTube, man. I'll just go on YouTube and search up instrumentals. Or sometimes I find them on the side, like even the Exorcist beat, Jay the Shadow, I must have typed in Arab music type beats. And I clicked through a few, and then his Kingdom Hearts sample was just there, heard it, thought no way, right into it. Hollered him and talked to him through Twitter now. So it's good, man, because with YouTube, they leave their like information, so at the same time, you don't have to take a man's beat. You can like network to him, talk to him, and get the beat that way, and I think that's the best way to do it, really.
Do you think some people just like, you know, snatch things and they don't give the credit where it's due, or even try and build that relationship?
Yeah, I don't rate that still. I think it's best to do that because in the long run you can get more music from that producer. So there's no harm in hollering, man.
So what's your tell the people what's your discography like? What? Because I think even in my head I'm like I'm unsure of the projects you put out. Cause I know you put out a few.
Flipping, my first one was Menace to Society. I've done that. When did I do that? Word and Road with J Bobs. Yeah, he mixed that down and all that. I got the Menacing Thoughts projects, which my brethren SCG done, where he just, at the time where TYG takeover times when man used to do sets or certain tunes that were floating about, it's basically like a best of, and you just do compilation series of that and put them up on MySpace. But what else? Mental State and The Process of Fear. Yeah, that's it so far.
So how many is that? That's what, 4 or 5?
One. 8, I think.
Whoa, are they all on iTunes? Are they available
I
to get?
think only Mental State and Process of Fear. That's it. But I'm sure. Bloody hell. Menacing Thoughts 5's on that piff, and I think Menace to Society's on that piff as well. I'm not sure about the other Menacing Thoughts. Last time I seen them was MySpace, and then.
I remember at one point you were the MySpace king of the team at one point, man. You were getting
J1.
Yeah, you were getting the views, man. You were getting what was it like? You had the music player at the top.
Yeah.
I remember like going on there, you always had people listening to your music.
That was due to consistency, I think, because them times I used to go Warsaw, Word on Road, flipping almost like every day of the week, £12.50 hour sessions, and just go in, put out music, constantly putting it out. And then when I linked up with Radar and did the drunk tune, and we put that on MySpace and the Have You Seen Us and the freestyles, it just went mad still.
What was that track that you and Raider did over the Wiz Khalifa Say Yeah beat? Was that the Drunk?
Yeah.
Because that was the first time I'd heard Raider before he was in Stay Fresh. And I didn't even know, like, I met him again afterwards, and I was like, wait, Raider. I'm thinking, where do I know this guy from? And it was from that song with you and Raider before.
Yeah.
Like, how did you even get started in music? Because me and you have got like a history before Stay Fresh and other teams. But I want to know how you got started.
Do you mean like just writing bars or spitting?
Yeah, just like what was it that made you pick up the pen?
That actually made me pick it.
Yeah, man, I want to write music. What was it? What inspired you to do that?
Well, from a youth, always loved music, my household as well. Like, my mum was into hip hop. That's always used to tape her Yo MTV rap videos. I used to always watch them, and then listen to her Tupac albums. Flipping my dad as well. Huge fan of reggae, and he's friends with Lee Scratch Perry.
Oh yeah,
a reggae artist. Yeah.
Your dad's friends with Lee Scratch Perry?
Yeah. All.
Whoa.
Back in the day.
That's legendary. Like he's a legendary dope producer, man.
And he came around one time.
Yeah.
When I was living in Brixton, and them two were just there vibes playing the instrument, the drums, singing. But like, it's mad. You know, like when you have them childhood memories and they stick in your mind. Like that's one memory. Like just looking at them zone and going to that music. Like it's mad. I can't even explain that mode that they went into and just vibes with the guitar, the pianos. And then from then, I used to always flipping like, you know, what's that game called? You know, Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah.
I used to, back in the day, I used to like put it on 2-player and just leave them in the ring. And you know the instrumentals. I used to just hear that, and I used to always just like chat shit over there, freestyle. And then gradually I just got into writing. I just started writing over them, practicing bars. But it was only a mess around thing. I didn't really take it serious. I just kept it to myself, like just a few bars written down. And then flipping, when did I get like into music seriously? I would say like when Tanner first come out of prison, when I was younger, like sure I was like 13, 14, and I must have asked him to spray a bar for me. But like that's what I swear, the bar he spat. It's one of them bars that blew me away, like because he was so honest in the bars, because obviously it's my cousin.
Yeah.
But to hear him like be so honest in his bars, something about it just made me think, nah, I need to take this music thing serious, man.
What was he speaking about? And just so nobody's confused, because you've said Tanner, and people that might be watching, they might think of Tanner, the the MC that.
Nah, London Tanner, Mayor Tanner.
He's what was his
from PDC.
Yeah.
And then he's doing this Cowboys thing now with French and that. So. But yeah, him, the one with Jewels, man, on the Michael Million thing.
Okay. Was it that bar there?
Oh, nah, that's not the bar,
Yeah.
The bar, I can't even remember the bar, but he was just talking about my auntie and that, because his mum passed away and that, but just how he was talking about it, I could feel that pain.
You could feel it.
And that was something, but that feeling is what sparked me to do music. From then, I always just like, I used to just listen to music, constant, like DMX, Joe Budden, Eminem, like these artists, I think they helped me develop me into the artist I am. Because now, I do more of the storytelling now, and I feel like that's my lane. The storytelling thing and all of that, but yeah.
I feel like it's weird hearing that from you, like about, you know, your experience with your dad, Lee Scratch Perry, and that kind of getting that kind of vibe where, cause I can imagine, you know, people like that, they get, you know, they're into the music, like it's a actual kind of like, it's almost like a meditative state, kind of just making that kind of, you know, that kind of creativity, like really being into it. And then combine that with your experience with like Tanner being so honest with his bar and his music. So I know when I listen to your music, like I feel what you've been through. I can feel with the words, the delivery. I can feel if you've been through something painful, you can feel it. If you're happy, you can feel it, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and was it like really that kind of experience with Tanner that kind of made you do that, or was it like almost you developing your own artistry, listening to these other artists as well? Because Joe Budden and DMX, they're really honest artists as well. So
I think it's just different parts. different elements, stages in my life that built me up into developing into this like storytelling craft. But it's not even just that, like, it's just music in general, man. Like, even Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, my favorite group.
Busy Bone.
Yeah.
The way he stands out to the rest, like, he can spit fast like every man, but that voice as well, and he's got that melody. Like, the way he does the melody in his vocab and that, it's just a feeling, like, you can feel what he's saying. Like, that's the type of thing I want to do with my music. I just want people to feel a certain way.
Do you feel like it's like, you know, music, you feel like it's an outlet for like the things that you go through and really kind of like almost like therapy kind of? Do you get that experience from it?
Yeah, it's like therapy. That's the best way to put it, really.
Does it help being able to kind of write these things and just get them out rather than kind of like keeping it all in?
Yeah, because I feel I'm not an open person in general. Like, I don't like opening up to a lot of people. I'm more of a closed person. So the best way to like kind of resolve that is doing it through music and just letting it out. And I feel like that's where some of my best work comes from, where I just rage out. Just go.
Like, I know, man. I know. Like, I've heard some of the music, and it's like you can feel that you were angry, or you can feel that you were sad. Like I said earlier. Let's take it to a question. I think I just saw one. Somebody did mention something about a storyteller. Let me just find it, because it kind of really takes off from what you were saying. Okay, looks like it's gone. So, okay. At @little_Lanzo asks, in the past 15 years, who have been your favorite rappers and why?
Past 15 years?
Past 15 years, I like that question. At @little_Lanzo.
Joe Budden. Because he's just hard, man, lyrically.
Yeah, what is it about Joe Budden that you really like?
Really honest as well.
That's
what I like, man. Rappers that you can just tell it's no bullshit with them. Like, they're just giving you the real raw. It don't matter if it's bad, good. Don't care how they look. They're just letting it out. And that's the same with DMX. Like, he was just real. He gave you that realness, that raw feel. Eminem, I think, one of the hardest. And Tupac, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. 15 years, bloody hell.
That's a long time. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
It's a big stretch. A lot of people come out in the last 15 years, man. Like, a lot of rappers come, a lot of people go. Is there any kind of like artist outside of the rapping box that you're like, you know, in the past 15 years that you've taken to that aren't rappers, any of artists?
Do you know
any kind of music, like any kind of, like Adele or somebody like that? Like, it's any.
I listen to Motown as well sometimes, so like Frankie Lyman, The Temptations, Diana Ross. I listen to anything I feel I can just vibe to.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter the genre to me. I can just listen to anything, and if I feel it, I feel it.
I can tell, man. I can tell you've got like a wide taste in music.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, you know, the artists you've mentioned and the artists I know you've taken your inspirations from, a lot of those artists have been the most brutally honest artists with their, you know, with their life, with the way they feel, but the thing is about that though, they've also been very successful artists as well, like Eminem, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, DMX, Joe Budden to a degree, but they've all been really successful artists, but also really kind of open with their lives and their feelings and letting their fans in. Do you think that's something that's kind of like maybe lost nowadays? And do you think that's something that really kind of helps build a fan base, being honest with your fans and letting them kind of grow with you
Yeah,
as an artist?
because the more you're honest and talk about real situations, the more people will relate to you. Like if you're just there talking shit, the same trap this, trap that, in every bar, like there's only so much you can hear with that. Like I just feel sometimes you want to hear something different, man. Like even if you're talking about trapping, there's still different ways you can talk about trapping where someone can relate to it. But it's like I just feel some people just go for the easy route. They're just a quick 16 about trapping, repeated one bar for a hook. Like that's dead, man. Like I feel you need to be honest, man, to broaden your horizon and make people feel your music more.
And do you really take pride in? I know you do. Well, do you really take pride in like your lyrics and the way the way you craft the words that you do, and almost like drawing, as you said?
Yeah, always. Before, like when I was younger and that, like TYG, I was just young though, like just writing gas bars. But like, obviously, the more you mature in that, the more you take pride in what you say and know what you say. Because obviously, if I put out something, it's not only me hearing it, anyone can hear it. So just make sure I know what I'm saying and make sure I'm telling the truth. It's simple.
Because you at one point, you were the king of shank bars, man.
Gas, that's what I'm saying.
You were the ultimate king of shank bars.
Me in prison with the combos.
Like, yo, I feel a bit uncomfortable right now, man. Like I feel like Menna might stab me. At Brum_Gooner, we're going to take some more questions. Again, if you're locked in right now, you can ask the question by tweeting at Despa Stay Fresh or at be83 Network using the hashtag Meet the Artist. If you don't use the hashtag, I am not going to answer your questions. So make sure you use the hashtag and you can ask my guest here today, Don Menna, a question. So we're going to take it to some more questions. We've got at Brum_Gooner asks, do you feel like you've improved as an artist since joining Stay Fresh? And P.S. Here's that question about the storyteller, but anyway. P.S. Your storyteller was 100. So do you think you've improved as an artist?
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Each time I go in the studio, try to better myself each tune I make. Like that's why I like. That's why I like music, man, because it's constant knowledge development, man. You can always learn new things. I like to listen, take criticism, anything, and develop from it constantly. But that's what I aim to do in my projects. Like each project I put out, I always try my best to make it better than before. Like the next level each time I put out something. But that's why this time I'm gonna take more time. Take more time and just work more. Make sure my product's better before I put out, other than it's better than rushing it. I feel sometimes that was my mistakes before, back in the day. Like I used to like rush my verse or something, and then I'll be kind of pissed like when I hear it back. But now, like I feel, because I'm more mature, I can just critique my work, man.
Yeah. No, it's nice. It's one of those things I always like to hear people talk about, that they take pride in their craft and their work, and it's a good thing for other artists to hear as well, that you do that. At Kenyon COYG asks, sorry, not Kenyon, Kenton Woodhouse. Kenton asks, I think he's asking, would you prefer 1,000 loyal grind fans or mainstream success, and why? So would you prefer the loyal fans, or would you prefer the mainstream success, and why? Why for either, I guess?
Loyal fans, man. Always loyal fans. Because they're the one, really, that's taking the time out to listen to you as an artist. So yeah, always loyal fans over the mainstream success, I would say.
I can imagine you've got like a connection with your fans. I mean, I don't know what your Twitter looks like in terms of your incoming tweets, but do you get people tweeting you about, about your music and, saying like, you know, this was deep, or you know, this thing that you said was.
Yeah. The first time that happened was when I put out Dear Diary, and someone was telling me that they went through that same thing where they lost their god brother and that, and they felt everything I said. And from when I heard that, I think that was the day when I thought I have to take this music serious and continue to do it. And storyteller as well. A lot of people hollered me on Facebook and that, telling me they relate to it. That's one of the realest things that, or it gave them chills. Like, but that's what I like, man. That's what I love. That's what the type of feeling I want you to feel with my music. I just want people to feel it, man.
Yeah, I mean, was it because was it your cousin Luke that passed away?
God, brother, yeah.
In the car crash.
Yeah.
And was that? I know you mentioned him a lot in music, and of course you would. And has that been like an instrumental thing in your music and kind of like the way you put things across?
Yeah, because you see, Luke, there was one point, yeah, I wanted to quit. I was gonna quit music and that, just allow it off. And like, I would say like a month before he passed, he phoned me and that, and he was telling me, yo, whatever you're going through, yeah, forget all that, man. Do this music thing, because obviously, man and wolves know who you are. So there's no point giving up on that. Just do this music, and I took that on board. So losing him in that, because he was one of the people in my life that I would open up to, that I always speak my mind, speak anything to him, and then it's like when I lost him, I don't know, man, I couldn't, you know, sort of like social anxiety, like you find it hard to talk to people, like I don't know, I can't even explain it. Like after losing him, I just felt funny. I just felt like I couldn't open up or be more as excited as I was or lively as how I used to be and as talkative. Like, it sort of like put me in a shell in my own world and that. And then, but at the same time, I'm glad that happened, because it put me in a world where I could just release all of that emotion and put it through the music. So it's as if the music now is a substitute to Luke. I'm opening up to the mic then. As before, I would talk to Luke and that.
It's good to know that you've kind of kept that almost like a promise to him, I guess, to you know, to stay on the music and make something out of it.
Yeah.
Let's open up to more questions. We've got longest ever. We've got a Hitman's online hits asks,
Yes.
Is there anybody in Stay Fresh that is there anybody in Invasion you want to work with? A mental slip there. Anybody in Invasion that you want to work with? Hits trying to do that whole putting people together thing.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Definitely would work with the Hitman.
I think you two would make a great song, actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think you would.
That's what I was thinking. You know what's mad? Other day, I heard one gritty instrumental I was playing, and it's raw. How raw can hear Hitman on it? So it's funny how he's asked that question, and I was thinking that. But yeah, Hitman, D2, Socks. Yeah,
I think you and Socks and D2 as well. Not to count D2 out, but I think you and Socks would make a great song.
Yeah,
make a great song as well. It'd be interesting because it'd be interesting to see how you'd come together, because he's kind of out there sometimes with, like, lyrically.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see how that would work out. So Hitman, make it happen, bro. You, Menna, D2, Socks. Let's get it going. At GBiz Music at GBiz asks, who are your favorite producers and why?
Favorite producer?
Yeah, who are your favorite producers?
Any genre, like, don't matter.
Yeah, man.
No, my favourite producer is A-Rap music. I can't even explain it with him, like the sounds he uses, because he does that like 140 grind, 140 tempo,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know, man, the samples he uses and that, just find it nuts. Like he's on, I use his instrumentals on mental state, so you know what I mean, like, I don't know, man.
I feel like some of your best music's been made too, and I think the way you describe your music, the way you want to put people in a zone, like an era music instrumental, like the soundscape of it, the way he constructs the things, they'll put you somewhere, and then I guess all you need to do is kind of like lay, you know, your extra tone, your melody, and add to it there, and kind of complement that.
Yeah.
Like it's like I said, you know, I listen to some of your music and it puts me in a space. And I can understand why you'd like Arab music as a producer. Is there anybody else? I know it's your favorite. Anybody else that you kind of check for?
Swifter.
Big up Swifter B.
Swifter. Also like Harry Fraud, man.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Back in the Max B mixtapes. I don't know, man. He's just on another level, I think, Harry Fraud.
Yeah, he's another wavy producer that puts you in that zone as well. Like some of the stuff he's made for French, bro. Like summer. Did he make Playing in the Wind? We playing in the wind. Yeah. Let's I get this question asked from at Rushane Chamber. Rushane Chamber asks, what would you suggest to a new artist as a way to get more popular? And Rushane's actually a great singer as well, so anybody that's watching at the moment, check out Rushane Chamber, because I know he can sing. But so way of artists getting more popular.
I would say just be yourself, man. Like, make sure you got visuals as well. Networking with artists. Networking in general, I should say. But yeah, man, just be yourself. Like, not even try your best to stand out, because I feel like when you be yourself, you don't need to try to stand out. So that's the best thing I can say, is just be yourself, man. And just work hard on your craft. Like, stay dedicated. Always try to work to better yourself as an artist. Yeah, man.
That's good advice, man. That's good advice, very good advice. Because I think there's no real fast track to it. Well, not if you want to have longevity, and you know, with it, you know, you build your fan base, add one fan at a time, I guess. And you know, if you just jump into it really quickly and you're just in the spotlight, I guess you don't have that foundation that you know that will give you that kind of, you know, a long career. So yeah, that's good advice, man. Macastay Fresh asks, when is he going to make an album? When are you going to make an album?
An album?
I guess, is that MSOM to you?
That's what I'm fit.
That's what I
think, man. That's what I think. I pushed it back and delayed it. I think that has to be the album, but I want my album to be a double disc.
Okay.
Do a double disc album and just, but I want it to be perfect, man. Defo, MSON.
But why a double disc? Why so much? Like, that's what is gonna be like, what? More than 20 tracks, I guess. It was like 15 on each, or what do you think?
I'll probably do 13 on each.
Yeah. Yeah, why a double?
I think because I've been working on this for ages, and I know how much times I flipping do music and record, and I know I'm gonna just add to it anyway, so I might as well just make it a double disc, man. Because I don't think I would find 18 tunes and be satisfied. I always keep changing it around or something. So yeah, man, I think therefore double disc.
I'm looking forward to that, man. Like, I'm really, really looking forward to MSOM, because I feel like, even as somebody that knows you, I know a project like that, it would make me get to know you even more, because I know you kind of, you know, the way you express yourself in your music is great. Macca Stay Fresh asks again, who can do the best Don Menna skank?
Best Don Menna.
And if you don't know what the Don Menna skank is and you're watching, just YouTube it. It's there, man. You know.
It's out of Muse and J1, man. They were the originators. It's out of them too. It's probably both of them. Yeah, man.
Is it not Macca? I think Macca might have been fishing for a little re-up there, a little compliment. Is it not J1 or Muse?
Probably in the top three.
Yeah.
Muse, Macca, J1. Not in any order.
Political. Yeah, big up Macca on the triple Don Menna, actually. I always found that to be quite a skill, man. I always found that to be quite a skill. And Lavita Bella X says she thinks Macca's got the best Don Menna. At Hugh Howitt asks, would you have loved to do a track with Deps?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What was it about Deps that you would have, you know, why would you have wanted to do that?
Cause like I said before, man, like the honesty. Like when I listen to Deps, I can just feel what he's saying, and his delivery, everything's just perfect, and that. I know I could find him a zoners to just zone to. I know, but therefore, yeah, man. R.I.P. to Deps, therefore.
And for anybody that's watching, you know, the Stay Fresh fans, what have Stay Fresh got planned for this year? What's cooking up, man?
Bloody hell. I don't even know if I'm allowed to allow certain info.
Wait, this.
I don't know. I would say this year, therefore, a Stay Fresh EP too.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
Yeah.
Has to come out. More visuals as well, man. As a group as well. You mean as a group though, innit?
Yeah, man, Stay Fresh as a group, like what?
Yeah, I'll just say the EP then. I'll just say the EP for now.
EP Volume 2?
Yeah.
Okay, any idea when that's coming out for the peoples them?
I'm not even too sure yet, you know.
Yeah?
I'm not even too sure.
I guess.
Therefore, I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it when I know though.
I'm trying to think. My last question for you is, and it's my last question for everybody, and if you're a regular viewer of Nuke the Artist, you're used to this question, is where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years. I don't even know, man. I don't even look at it like that. I look at it as goals. Rather than a duration of time. Like, obviously, I want to be an established artist, successful. Have a great body of work as well, man. But I see myself like, I want to like open up businesses, man, like art galleries and that. Certain companies, businesses around like my old areas. So like there's opportunities from, you know, like man them that can't even get jobs or forced to do the road thing. They got opportunity to do something. Like, that's what I'm really just making sure my family's good and I can create opportunities for people. Give people a chance, because
you're from London originally, aren't you?
Yeah, Brixton.
And when did you move to Midlands?
I moved like when I was I would say like 8, 9. I moved to Birmingham, Handsworth, went to Rookery, and then mum and dad split. And then when my mum and dad split, that's when she moved Wolves. That was like, I would say, when I was like 11, 12. And 12, 13, when I moved to Wolves.
So I guess you've got like a good grasp on growing up in neighbourhoods where they aren't the best kind of.
Yeah.
And you know, seeing people not being able to kind of get out of that kind of rut.
That's why I never complain, man. Like, about life and that. No matter how hard it is at times, I'll just smile, man, because there's people out there that's in a worse situation, and they still smile about it. So it's just about being positive, man.
And what's your for closing? What's your idea of success? Like you said, you want to be like a successful artist. What's your idea of success? What do you think is going to be the point where you think like, whoa, like I'm doing this?
I don't even know, man. Like, just to that next level, man. I don't know what it is, but when you're at that next level, like, there's no financial problems, nothing. You're just chilling in your big yard. Like that. Success, man.
And is there any artist that you'd think, if you were to work with that artist, you'd feel like, whoa, like I've really done something? Like, anybody in particular?
Anyone, like, any genre?
Yeah, any genre, anybody.
If I do a tune with French,
I
think I'll make.
You know what? I could see the both of you on the track as well. You know, and the kind of like a Harry Fraud or like
Mad.
you and French on the Harry Fraud track.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Or even that. That's America, I would say as well. UK, Young Stefflon. Big fan of Young Stefflon, so definitely would want to make a tune with him. I think if I made a tune with him, that'd be nice, man.
All right, Menna, thank you for coming in, bro.
Yes,
Right, appreciate the talk. It's been good.
Yes.
Everybody, you've been watching Meet the Artists. I'm be83. I'm Despa. You can catch me almost every week at the moment doing these interviews. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and go back and watch some of the others. I'll see you soon.